When I was in Argentina a few years ago, I took a 10-day, participated in a 10-day silent meditation retreat. That means I meditated 10 hours a day for 10 days straight. It was a silent retreat, Vipassana, I believe is what it was called. You're not supposed to talk to anyone for 10 days straight, but they would check in on you, the leaders or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So you did speak a little bit. But I basically slept in a dorm room with like 6 other guys or something. Excuse me. And I didn't talk to any of those dudes the whole time, which was kind of weird because you're just like, these are strangers and you're staying in a room with them. And like you'd go to the bathroom and, you would be living in this room. It was mostly, you're just in there sleeping pretty much, or else you were out meditating. But, there was no excuse me or anything like that. It was silent. It was weird. But one of the things I was beginning to realize towards the end of it was that it's all inside. The kingdom of heaven is within. I realized that during this 10 days, I had ups and downs, but for the most part, it was pretty peaceful. And I realized that my ups and downs were completely 100% contingent on my thoughts because there really was nothing going on. Very little. I mean, it was peaceful, it was boring, but the ups and downs I experienced were completely just based on my thoughts. And I realized, I was like, wow, like I really don't need anything to be happy, but I don't think I exist on earth to just sit here, sitting on my butt, meditating in the woods, doing nothing. Gotta get after it. Might as well get after it. And if I screw up my life, I'll come back here and just namaste my way out of it. The kingdom of heaven is within. I think that's one of the things that Jesus was getting at. But we have to act. We have to act. And I think, one of the things I talk about a lot is Christianity, because I think Christianity is one of the main ingredients of American culture, of Western culture. You got, you know, uh, Greek philosophy, where democracy, that idea came from the Greeks, right? I think Neoplatonism really influenced the early founding fathers of America, and Christianity did a lot of the carrying water in the culture. The Protestant work ethic. A lot of Americans were Christian or believers of essentially a Christian God in some sense. I'm sure you can get a lot more nuanced if one wanted, but for the most part, I think that's pretty much true. And I think, just like I was talking about the other day, my friend who just says it's going to get worse and worse until Jesus comes back, I think a lot of people think that, and they prevents them from doing anything too outside the norm. But I think most people, want to go to work and make things better for their family and their kids. So the way moving forward, I think should just be the end of every video I make. People that can organize, work together, like-minded communities, friends and family, work together, and make yourself, as an individual, make yourself useful to those people as much as possible. We should be working 40 hours a week or something like that, no matter what. It's good to work. There's always stuff to be done. Just go do good stuff for the people in your community and try and get paid for it, or make as much money as possible. Cycle it back into the community. Go live with a relative. Save up money to buy a house. Build a house or a dwelling on someone's property. Sleep on the fucking floor if you're young and just save up money. Like, people that small, small to small, medium, whatever, it's all relative, communities of like-minded people who pay attention will get through all this BS that's going on. In terms of Christianity, I don't know what's going on there. There's a lot of tension and fracturing that's going on in the Christian church. There's Christians that have the gay flags in the church, and there's Christians that are like, I'm not on board with that. There's clashing going on. I think the Christians that decide to take personal responsibility for their actions, do what I just said, will win. And on a personal level, just make it happen every day. Find a way to be grateful and move in the right direction. And that's all we can do. Do what God wants you to do. If you don't know what that is, if you don't know what to do, just listen to your grandfather. Listen to someone that's successful and just do that and figure it out. But every day, find something to be grateful for. All you have to do is answer for today. One day at a time is how you're going to move forward.